It's full, it's down the ground. India win the test. They win the series.
A first test defeat at the GABBA in 32 years, a second consecutive home series loss against India, and some serious questions, like how the hell did we let India off the hook twice?
We turned up to Sydney and the GABBA on day 5 in as good a position as you would want to be in, I reckon, and couldn't get the job done.
Also, why do we only have 2 decent batsmen?
You take Smith and Labuschagne out, but really opened up perhaps some weaknesses.
And can Tim Payne stay on as captain?
He's decided to roll the dice again, Tim Payne. Didn't look that confident though, did he?
I still feel like I want to get better. I certainly want to keep leading this team.
Meanwhile, India was busy hailing a truly ludicrous performance.
I got emotional, but I had absolute some real tears in my eyes.
It started with a record-breaking collapse in Adelaide.
India all out for 36. Complete obliteration.
Then came the injuries.
Physio's out in the ground again for about the 38th time this game.
Only 3 members of their first test side made it afield for the final test. India was so sure one of their practice bowlers got a crack.
Bowls him! Natarajan with the final blow.
But somehow, when Brisbane rolled round, they were still in the series, much to Australia's frustration.
At least my teammates like me, dickhead. I've got more Indian friends than you do that.
Needing only a draw to retain the trophy, India could have shut up shop. Instead, they brought the swag.
On the 4th innings.
Rahane takes on Nathan Lyon, takes him on beautifully.
Chalking up an astounding win for the underdogs.
This is unreal. You know, what these guys have pulled off is will go down in history as one of the greatest series ever played.
Well, Quick Buzz journalist Baruch Sundaresan is walking on sunshine right now and he joins us now. Baruch, first things first, have you slept?
No, I don't want to sleep. I'm worried that if I go to sleep, what if it was a dream? What if what we witnessed yesterday and what we witnessed over the last 2-3 weeks? I'm too scared to go to sleep.
Is this India's greatest ever victory?
Oh, by far, by far. And you know what? Like, being in journalism, as long as I have, you become cynical, right? Especially with sport. But what India have achieved over the last 2 or 3 weeks, it's turned me into a romantic. I was getting all mopey yesterday when I was commentating on air. I heard myself today and I was like, oh, okay, that's a new you. And seriously, credit to India. Credit to India for that. And it is by far the greatest day in Indian cricket history.
All of a sudden, there's more bounce in your hair and everything, Bharat. It's amazing. But let's go, just to bring you back down to earth, let's go back to Adelaide when your team, India, was
just talk about
all out for 36. Let's remember that. Virat Kohli, the best batsman in the world, goes home. Is it possible, Bharat, that India will be better served not being captained by Virat Kohli?
I think the way Australia have played, India would have still won this series. But if Kohli was around, it would have been all about him. Because, I don't know, the Australian media, everybody seems to be obsessed with him. But I'll tell you one thing. If I was Ajinkya Rahane, I would want to give the captaincy of... You would want to go out on a high, right? Why would you want to captain another test match? You have done something that nobody's done before. I think he'll just hand it over to Virat Kohli and say, keep it, good luck.
Did you notice he didn't want to buy into your thing about Kohli not being captain? I think he knows there'll be some Indians watching this.
Absolutely.
And he won't recover if he says anything bad about Virat Kohli. I will say about this team, though, Bharat, it's an extraordinary effort. Indian teams have been talented for a very long period of time. What we saw here was steel, just the ability to guts out results when their backs were completely against the wall. Why do you think this Indian team had that in ways that their predecessors haven't quite?
I think it's cultural and also the influence of the IPL. I think the one thing the IPL has done is it's taken the awe factor out of international cricket. These are guys who grow up now playing in front of full crowds, playing against the biggest names in the sport, rubbing shoulders with them, sharing dressing rooms with them. So the fear factor is gone. And this fearlessness that comes with Indian cricket these days, that's what India have done throughout the summer.
Let's just talk about Australia now. Warnie's saying there needs to be an overhaul. Heads need to roll. Is that an overreaction, do you think, Bharat?
I think Australians do overreact to defeats at home. And I think more than anything, headline writers around the country will just be upset that they can't use the word gabatoir anymore. It's just a GABBA. Sorry, guys. It's gone back to just being the GABBA.
Well, keep going. Don't sleep. Just enjoy it for as long as you can, Bharat. It's been great to chat to you.
Thank you, guys. No, I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to bounce around for the next few days.
Okay, great. We'll check in with you to see how you're going with that.